Let's see, I'm getting there some lag. How you doing today? Hi. Well, right now I'm feeling frustrated because nothing is working. Because this is like... But also now I'm curious of how bad of a lag is there gonna be now. Even the things doesn't make sense. Jeez, fucking shit. Some gameplay footage on my second channel, which is this one, and it would just take forever to upload. It would take me like 30-40 minutes, sometimes an hour, and then out of nowhere it would just say that the upload failed. And yep, I just lost visual again. Great. Okay, I think at this point I'm just gonna make it a regular stream with no visuals. And I guess I'll just be playing as I look at it. Well, I guess for now, let me just play for a bit and see if the visuals come back or not. If not, then I'm just going to end this stream, start a third one, but it's just going to be my audio without any gameplay. Just be a traditional stream. I'm gonna refresh this, but I doubt it's gonna make any difference. But in the meantime, you might as well ask your questions and see what happens. Because I don't even know if you can hear the video game at least. Just about to pause. Alright, let me look what it says here. Shoot, I just got here. How's it going, man? Hemo Kim, keep up the good work. Oh, Hemo, I might have to cancel the stream because I don't think you're able to see anything. I don't think. Let me refresh the page again. Because I don't know what's been going on with my internet connection as of December. It was perfectly fine in October and November, but not December. Yeah, there's no visuals still. Dragon Kuzu no Hale, thank you for the good work. Well, I appreciate that, but I haven't really been doing any YouTube like in forever. The moment I start playing, it seems the footage just disappears. I'll keep at this for like maybe 10 minutes. If not, then I'll just restart the stream as a regular thing, and then just casually talk. I don't know, part of me wishes I could just hear you guys' voices on the questions, like a radio host when they're taking phone calls. Part of the reason I'm thinking that because I just saw like I messed up there. I saw a Columbo episode with William Shatner in it, and they kept saying, "This is Fielding Chase." I don't know what, I forgot the station, but every time he answers the phone or anything, even when he's not on the air, he has to say, "This is Fielding Chase," with such gravitas. Because I will have to make the regular stream because this game, for whatever reason, like even at the lowest setting. At the lowest it can go, before mute, it's still a loud game. Alright, let me look. Ah, jeez, dude, like, it knocks the army. I appreciate the $10, but it's like, you know, the stream is like terrible at the moment. Let me refresh a third time, see if anything happens. No, there is nothing on the screen. It's just an exclamation point and a globe. Did anybody? Oh, jeez. At this point, I might as well just end the stream, and then continue. Yu-Gi-Oh! Series 6 inspiration from Devilman. I can't. Is that something with Yami Yugi? Nuxnell Army. Oh, the notification actually popped in for me for once. Well, thank you. Well, do you have a question, Nuxnell? I mean, you might as well get your $10 worth. That's Brazilian currency. Yeah, third world country. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's a dollar then. I don't know. Hey, it's working. It is. Oh, wow. It did come back. Okay. Oh. I just hope it stays. Yeah, I just barely noticed on my screen. Jeez. You know what? I'm tempted to restart, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. You didn't miss out on anything. I just hope it stays on, because I'm currently at hardest, but there's 2 more difficulty levels beyond that, and I'm just screwing up bad right there. I could have finished her off if I just hit that. It went away. Great. It went away just as it came. You probably just heard her screaming right now, the Tracy. The poison-inspired character. Oh, wow, I even forgot about the health. Yeah, that's how much I'm, like, paying attention. I forgot about the knife. I forgot about the health. I forgot about the hostage. And that goes against Ricardo's character. Or better yet, maybe I should just, let me just mute the entire game audio then. That way you just hear me and maybe some mashing buttons. So that way it doesn't sound too terrible. Or, how's the sound quality at the moment? Because right now I'm using headphones to speak to you. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, this thing is, I haven't played it on hard in forever. And now it just feels like super easy. Unfortunately, it wasn't easy enough because I didn't get an extra life. Let me refresh a third time, but I doubt you're getting any visuals here. I'm gonna have to like change the title and the thumbnail and all that later because it's just terrible. You came to see Fighting Rage and you're not getting anything. Now you're not even getting the audio. Let me just get rid of these pigs that are coming. They're pigs, I swear, but... Alright, let me look. Recently finished Red, Living on the Edge by Kenichi Muraida, a Western manga starring a Native American. It quickly became one of my favorite manga of all time, with plenty of sorrowful moments. Yeah, you recommended... Well, I think you're the one that recommended to me, and not it was somebody else, but I do have that on the read to list. Ugh. Yeah, so anyways, Noxnail Army, any questions from your end? I hope you guys can hear pretty well. I'm gonna have to like look into what's going on with my internet, because only in December has it been screwy. To those who weren't here earlier, I was trying to upload some game footage onto this channel, but all the upload kept saying was that it would take hours. And even then, it wouldn't always work. It would just say, it would take like an hour just for like 10 minutes, which I've been able to do, because previously before that, like in the late November, I uploaded the Sonic Frontiers footage, and that only took like 10 minutes. So I don't know what was up with that. Like, I don't know what's going on in December, or there's something, if there's something with the weather, or there's some payments that I'm not aware of that I need to look into. Oh, now I get the extra life. Ooh. I'll look and just, yeah, I'll just look now. In my opinion, original Devilman manga was interesting. This is my favorite of Go Guy. don't think I also want to recommend since I not read that long ago. Have you read any more Kakugo, by the way? I'm trying to remember what Kakugo is, unfortunately. Oh, you mean Apocalypse Zero, yeah. No, I haven't read anything ever since the Caterpillar segment. That's where I stop at the moment because I've been focused on writing. My apologies beforehand in case someone else has already inquired you over it, but have you been active on any other platform? Only on Twitter. Sometimes my anime list, but that's rare because I haven't been watching any anime. At least not anything new. I've just been rewatching One Piece. That's it. I should be getting back to Stone Ocean, but I haven't been in the mood for it. I've been watching and playing Sonic Frontiers. Well, I finished Sonic Prime yesterday. I think that's it. But the other platform besides YouTube would be Twitter. I also have an Instagram, but I don't know, I haven't really used it. Instagram was mainly for a toy thing, but after a while I just didn't care. So we're gonna do for Christmas Hero from Chaosic 9981. I think just traditional stuff, nothing out of the ordinary, I don't think. You know, just doing the stuff with siblings and I don't know what. Ooh, maybe, like, I don't know, chances are we're probably gonna go see. What was I trying to say? This. Oh yeah, I don't know. Might end up going to the grandparents' house and maybe. Oh come on. Trying to hit this. Well, yeah. Unless any visuals start popping up, nothing. None of my frustrating sounds is gonna have any relevancy. Alright, let me look. Not only Yami Yugi, but also Yami Bakura from original series and Yubel from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX reference to Satan from original Devilman manga. Ah, because I always kind of thought Yubel was actually based on an American IP. I always thought her I was gonna say form factor. I'm not sure if that's the correct way. I don't know. Let's say her silhouette. I feel like the overall body shape looks more like Demona from Gargoyles. That's how I felt. Always felt about it. Uh, Jeez, really hate this boss because unless you can parry, it's just basically just taking. Oh, now it's back on again. Let me. I really hate this boss because unless you know how to parry this thing, you're just gonna get hit and die for no good reason. And like that. My entire bar just went down because I was trying to parry him. I just couldn't do it because this is one of those bosses where that no matter what, you cannot toss him. And if you don't parry, that actually takes longer to get rid of him. And sometimes I debate whether beat 'em up should have like contact tossing, where you just go up to them and you know, because I screwed up earlier. I really don't want to fight this boss. Because the idea is that you're fighting a buffed up version of this normal. Well, it's not a normal enemy. It's like, oh my god, I really hate this guy. Even on hard, it's just like, come on. Because there is no combo that I can really keep this shit going. Because I want to uppercut him, but that kind of counts as me like trying to pick him up. And, like right there. I'm not gonna risk parrying him because that's like, no way. I'm not gonna land it. All I can do is sidestep and Yeah. Gameplay is back. Instagram is pretty boring to post on, to be honest. Seeing stuff is fine, but all for using anything is pretty inconvenient. Yeah, that's the thing, because when it comes to like getting links and all that, you can't really do that. Chaotic, so what have you been up to these days, Hero? A lot of writing. I've already written more than 200 pages of material. I'm pretty sure it's more than 200. I know for sure it went over 150. Come on. Oh, really? Do I have a knife? No, I don't. Let's see how long the gameplay lasts this time. We need the manliness that is Ricardo. Ricardo's too manly for the stream. With his Mike Hagar moves. Wait, is there a... Crap. I can't tell there was like a prison door there, because if I open the wrong one, I'm just gonna find more enemies than I need to. Oh. Fucking hell. At least time I hit some barrel that's useful. I didn't, really. I fucking didn't. I think the health was like on the top. But I think the health, yeah, I'm already next to the health I need with the full restore. And I lost it again, of course. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening anymore. Let me mute the sound again. Let me... yeah. Let's, by the way, I did watch your video about the Devilman character profile. Well, thank you. It's an old one. That one needs, well, that video doesn't need to be updated, but it does need to be accompanied by Rio Asuka and a couple of other things. Danny Boy, Saint Seiya Next Dimension, official sequel prequel to the original series, has finally entered its climax after almost 16 years of serialization and a bunch of hiatus. Sis, things are not looking good, to be honest. I haven't really been keeping track of any of the spin-off material for Saint Seiya. I don't know, I'm not the most dedicated Saint Seiya fan, to be honest. What are your thoughts and opinions on Hallelujah Boy 2, both the manga and the anime, Billy Mount III? Unfortunately, haven't looked at that at all. Sorry about that. I really don't have any good responses other than I know about it, but I never gotten around to look into it. I haven't really been looking at anything new, to be honest. Mr. Grimm, yo, watch this terrible stream that I have. It's awful. I don't know, at this rate, I guess we're staying. Because I'm playing as I'm talking, but I messed up there. But, oh, fucking hell, 2 in a row? Shit, man. But I muted the audio, so that way you can get a better, just hear me better. Because the visuals are coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Playing this on hard, and I was like, oh, this will be easy because I play this on hardest. Come on. Gonna end up dying. Yep, end up fucking dying. Shit. And right next to the health. Always that stupid shit that I hate. Just get the hell out away from me. Fucking shit. It's chill, I guess so. Will you do a video on it at some point? If you meant about Hallelujah 2 Boy, then not really, because I don't know, I don't even remember what it's supposed to be about. I don't know, to be honest, I just haven't really been very anime focused whatsoever. I've been more game obsessed than anything else. I didn't have to waste health there. Fucking cats. I kind of forgot how to do the uppercut the right way. Wow, I can't grab him either? Really? I grabbed him that time, so I don't know what was up with that. I guess this is one of those random shit that the game is known for. Because the game's not hard enough. Fucking hell, man. Couldn't grab the health. Wow, this is a terrible gameplay when I should be doing way better than this. Because I'm already like, what am I, stage 4? What number is this? I couldn't even grab the health afterwards. I wanted the points. What number is this? Stage, yeah, I was in stage 3. I'm almost got a game over. I'm like, goddamn, dude. That game over shouldn't have been happening at all. Like right now I'm down to 2 lives. Fucking hell. Like I swear this is interesting stuff, but I don't know what's going on with my with my internet. This didn't happen last time. Anyways, let's look back at the questions. So it's manly ASMR, or in this case, ASManlyR, I guess. Testosterone. So, which seasons of The Simpsons did you like before you stopped watching it? I don't remember when the good season stopped, to be honest. But I did watch Simpsons like a lot. But I think that almost goes for everybody. I can't recall exactly when was the last new. When was it good? Like when did it stop being good? I don't remember. There was a time where I started rewatching The Simpsons at Disney Plus, and I am surprised like how family driven it was in the early season 1 episodes. Because I mean, the first episode, Homer is just it's the Christmas one. Then there's a lot of like adult topics of like Homer thinking about cheating and all that. So there's storylines going on. And of course, there's a couple of jokes that I recall, like the crusty secret account is like, oh no, I'm afraid I can't give information about that client's secret account. Oh no, I shouldn't have said it was a secret. Oh no, I shouldn't have. All those quotes. There's quotes there, and then I don't know, some stuff like crusty, like what the hell is that? Itchy and scratchy and all this stuff. I don't remember at all. Like I'm just doing terrible now. I don't know. My mood is not. It's just gotten lousy because I can't stream this properly, and I'm just like, what's the point? Like I shouldn't even be playing now. Especially now that I'm like I'm doing shit. Ugh. And also, I guess I'm frustrated because I'm like, you guys are asking me stuff, and I'm like, shit, I don't have a good answer for that. Because the most thing I've been doing has just been a lot of reading. Well, not reading. I've been doing a lot of writing. And I guess slight reading, but mainly because I've been looking into. There are times where I have to use a thesaurus for something, or I need to do research for an idea that I have, and then that's what it is. Because the other day I had to look up what a flanchian is, and see if I recall if that's even the right word from memory. but it's like those lines that they use for like movie theaters, banks, and all that. So I needed to learn what that was for like one character's power. To me, it would be some weird ass miracle if when the live stream is finished, the entire footage is available, which I kind of feel that's gonna happen. I don't know. Did I get any of you cats? I got one of you, but give me your apple. Might pick up Jungle King Tarchan to translate. So surprise hasn't been fully scanned considering Oda's ties to it. Was he an assistant to him? That's my only guess I can think of because to be honest, like Tarchan's, I don't know, that type of humor is like feels like something. Yeah, that's something like Shimabukuro, Yuta Mago, and Oda would be into. It's like that type of humor. Yeah, there's no way in hell finding that other boss in that bog. Yeah. That boss actually might be the worst in the game. Not the hardest, but like the worst to like put up with. Because there's this like swamp area, and your speed decreases drastically. And the thing is, the way you beat him isn't even the traditional way to defeat a boss. What you gotta do is sort of like stall for time, and you gotta beat up the minor enemies and wait for them to drop like certain items that you can abuse. You need to what you need is like invincibility and the pipe, and basically you just beat the shit out of him with the pipe while you're powered up. But in order to do that, the items fall into the swamp, and most of the time you can't see them because they're hidden. So it just feels like I don't know, just this cheap no-win situation where I don't know, no one wants to go there. They'd just rather take on the Fox Girl instead, Diane. I'd rather fight that boss. There's a lot of health there too. There's just too much health actually to the point of excess. The only real benefits for it, will they disappear if I go too far? Because the benefit of grabbing these cells that at the very least they give you points to gain the extra life. I just wasted a knife. Yeah. Let me just get rid. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just look at the questions now. Danny, but considering finally completely watching Samurai Jack now, we only completely seen seasons 1 and 5, and that was years ago. Now I'm seeing clips on YouTube, motivated to watch it from the beginning. Oh yeah, Samurai Jack was like the thing for a while, even in the 2000s. Actually, in the 2000s, I really didn't get to see much of Jack, because only until like the 2010s when I started looking things on the internet. Yes, I discovered Samurai Jack. Although I'm not really fond of the like season 2 comedic episodes, like when Jack is a chicken or when Jack needs like uh trying to find like some good pair of sandals. Then I remember like he gets taken out by these 3 bounty hunters like pretty easily. They look like apes. I don't know. I just thought that was just they were unconvincingly strong for Jack. And then we never got to see like the prophecy be fulfilled when you see the Conan the Barbarian like old man Jack. Really seems like the manliest Western animation out there, honestly. Also, funnily enough, Jack is voiced by Takashi Ukaji, the same man voices Raoh in Legends of the True Savior. Oh, that's different. Because I would think his voice would be a little too deep for Jack. If you could do Shin Jungle King Tarchan, it'd be really nice since that's what the anime covered. The first Tarchan manga, 8 volumes, is fully gag. Tarchan and Kinnikuman are bringing their origins and do sync. Yeah. The contents of the battle portions are also somewhat similar, lol. I'm in the Gourmet World arc in Toriko and about 60 chapters from the end, and man, it's been so weird and confusing. Like, right after the Monkey King arc, stuff just becomes awkward. Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy. Like anyone that read Toriko when that was new will tell you the exact same thing. Because after that Bambina with the Monkey King, it just gets weird with the blue clam shell and some time travel stuff. Well, not time travel, but time like accelerates faster or something. And I don't know. Then stuff with Midora and Ichiryu just gets like, and Joa, it just gets like, what's going on here? And then I forgot who the final boss is. It was like this. I don't remember if it was Ichiryu or did Ichiryu absorb the final creature? Because there was like some thin guy that just wanted to eat and eat and eat and eat. Time warping, yeah. It was just a mess. It's like I don't know what was going on. And then Toriko has like two ogres in him, the blue and red ogre, and I don't know. I don't remember like what happens in part 2. I just knew that when Bambina was there and the stuff before that, we're all losing our minds at how powerful the Toriko characters got. But then things just got weird. So do you schedule a time for your writing or write when you feel like writing? Because I write when I feel like writing, but it's a little dangerous because I lose track of time. I write one thing and then next thing I know, like 4 hours have passed. And there have been times where I type at night and then sometimes I don't go to bed till like 4 or 5 in the morning, not realizing that, oh, I should have stopped like about a 2 hours or 3 hours ago. I'm also guessing there won't be a fight as good as Toriko versus Starjin in these chapters. No, I don't remember. I just do know that at the very, very end, there's like some global scale types of fighting in Toriko. It's absurd. But yeah, I guess the Starjin. Oh, I forgot the boomerang. Yeah, that shows how much I'm paying attention. I don't care. This way, I don't have to prove myself to. Oh, really? Now it's back. Why does it do that? And it's gonna disappear in a few minutes. I know it. Oh wait, I can't grab her. See, if I kept the boomerang, I would have been able to. I wasn't paying attention because for whatever reason, Diane is like an absurdly. I'm gonna get a game over. Fuck this. I already got the game over because yeah. So this boss is called Diane, and she's like absurdly fast. Like her defenses are actually pretty well. And a boss. If you play as her defenses are pretty bad. My only luck here is if all of my attacks. Never mind. Yeah, this is how bad I'm doing. I shouldn't have died here at all. Where I should have died is in the next area, because when you're fighting the Doberman. I mean, because I played this game on hardest, so I should have been doing way better than this. Let me turn the audio back up. I don't know, lately whenever I do Fighting Rage, I never do as good as I want. Because in this case, I can't even get the damn thing to work. Because I know this thing is just going to fade out. And I'm going to hate it again. Which one of you has the boomerang? Okay, there it is. Come out, wolves. I don't want to lose it, so I'm going to swap it with a knife. I don't know, because you could beat Diane without the boomerang, but just like it just makes things a whole lot easier. Because if you play as Diane, because in this game you could play as the bosses, is that she can pretty much just do an infinite combo pretty easily. But the only thing that stops her from being like a really good character is her defenses, because you can't because in the game you could life drain your own health. Oh, like I need to grab the boomerang. You can life drain your health in order to do your special moves, and you usually do that to defend yourself when you're attacked. Oh, come on! But Diane and a lot of the enemy characters can't do that. Because surprisingly, almost every attack in the air, I mean, almost every enemy attack sends you into the air. Even if it's just like an inch off the ground. Like, you can't do your life drain in order to protect yourself. Two in a row. Okay, I'm surprised the footage has lasted this long. I'm expecting it to cut off now. Oh, come on, grab the freaking apple. Jeez. Freaking hits hard. I don't know, because if she gets you in the air, it's like you're kind of fucked. I wasted it there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but now watch me die in the next area. Let's see. By the way, you read Leader Takeshi. I read a good chunk of it. I still haven't gone back to the... I read a good chunk of the beginning. Because I haven't gone to the point where it's like completely action yet. Or whenever the art style changes to that more like manly style. I kind of like the Blue Oni introduction, even if it just sort of happened in the Horse King. But since the story's so weird now, that'll be an underutilized concept. 70 chapters of Takeshi. I stopped when the third series battle arc with Tony ended, but I was enjoying a lot and plan to come back to it. It gets better from there. I remember liking it more in Toriko actually, especially with how absurdly brutal the fights got and how well written some characters were. Yeah, because Takeshi starts off pretty emotional, even in the... Yeah, like, I don't know, it just has more drama to it. And right now I'm just going to die, because you're fighting Dobermans. Because in this game, the Doberman is like one of the most hated enemies in the game. Part of the reason is because they're never alone. You never fight one by themselves. There's only one exception where you fight a single Doberman, and it's easy. Because it's not even the stronger ones that I'm fighting, because the strong ones are the purple suits. And the only time you find one by itself, it's wearing the white suit, so it's weaker. Because these guys have a wake-up animation, so you can't just beat them. Oh, I couldn't keep track of who's who, but I'm down to... Oh, screw it, I'm just there. You're done, right? Yeah, you're done. Because usually those things will take a life off of you. No matter what level of difficulty you're playing. It's almost like a guaranteed death sentence that, oh yeah, you're fighting two Dobermans, you're gonna die. They're supposed to teach you how to parry, but I'm like, I don't think anybody learned how to parry from them. Or anyone wants to. And I saw this in a gameplay where there's actually a hidden pipe way down here. Which let's abuse, shall we? Because the pipe, I love the sound it makes. That's part of the reason why I love it. Also, it gives the characters a lot of a bigger reach, and I don't want to get in range of the pipe. Inspired by Final Fight. Oh, I lost it. I lost the connection again. Yeah, this is a terrible stream. Worst stream in history. Let me look at the questions, because that was fun while it lasted. Yo, how have you been, Hero, by Full Windman? I've been doing alright. I've been writing a lot of stuff. Because, I've been trying to... Oh, jeez. Come on, get out of there. You know what? I won't grab the pipe. I will save the pipe. Because if I lose it again, then I'm just going to lose it forever. I'm gonna save it until once I get rid of these freaking monkeys. Death by monkeys, as said in Toy Story 2. Well, what I've been doing has been trying to write a story. It's not an end. Well, I've done a few videos on the what do I call this? I don't. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna grab the apple. Let me pause this for a little bit. I've done some videos showing like some ideas for stories, some character designs, not character models because I haven't drawn the back or from different angles of their face or their heads. But I've been doing a lot of writing. I've really written more than 15 chapters of material. And I know at some point I'm gonna have to start drawing these things. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I need a burp. But the problem is that I want to get all the main characters out of the way first before I start doing something a bit more concrete. Uh, I lost. Oh no, I still the pipe's not gone yet. That's surprising. I thought it would be. But I don't know, just fuck. I'm just gonna throw it. Yeah. Oh, that didn't KO him really. Uh, Still not freaking. I don't know, especially when you're fighting in this club, like crazy stuff happens because it gets like a rowdy brawl. They give you a lot of knives, but it's like I would rather prefer getting another apple instead because I don't need the knives. What I need is like health. Unless you give me like, unless there was like some different type of item I could use. I guess unless there was a boomerang, then that would be the only other thing that would be helpful here because it's very crowded. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Yeah, I guess I'll go that way instead. I've been marathoning Stone Ocean, wanted to do this for a while, but stuff got in the way. I should be going back to Stone Ocean because only this year, I think it was this year that I started watching part 5. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to like change the thumbnail and title of this video because this is terrible. You can't see anything. Because the only thing I've been watching has been non-anime stuff. Because Sonic Prime came out yesterday, and I just spent like 5 hours just watching that. Sonic Prime is pretty good. It's just that it's annoying that it's not the full show, and the way that thing is written, it's like an ongoing story arc. That's that's not meant to be watched incomplete. Because Sonic Prime uses flashbacks and what's the word? It has code opens, flashbacks, and cliffhangers in almost every episode. So it's structured to be an ongoing story. And then some characters are also like are getting like story arcs as well. Character arcs, excuse me. Whatever the technical things. Yeah, because like stuff with like like stuff with nine tails. Jeez, I really died twice against this boss. Come on. Just there we go. Because stuff with Rusty Rose and Nine is a. I mean, because I feel like Nine could end up becoming like a villain, and it might end up being like the final enemy of Sonic Prime. Because I feel like Sonic has to save him because that version of Tails doesn't have any friends. He has no friends. Jeez. And the other thing I've been watching has just been a lot of Columbo. I'm nearly done with the show. I think I need like 4 or 5 episodes, and then that's it. Out of 60 some. Well, then again, it's longer than that because they're basically movies. That's the best way to put it because every episode is either an hour or an hour and 30 minutes. So I haven't really been like, I haven't really been the anime hero. It's been more like I've been the, I don't know, the TV hero or something. Or the video game hero. Now let me look back at the questions. I heard how season 2 of Samurai Jack is the weirdest tone-wise, especially since the rest of the show has a pretty serious style. Isn't that the season, the one where Lone and Wolf Cub have a cameo? I think so. I don't remember. Because, but even though they have a cameo, and not every episode of season 2 is comical, but yeah, like, again, I'm not remembering anything. It's like, I think that's the reason why I need to make videos. Like the sole reason for me to make videos now is just so I can remember what happened in them. I don't know, I guess it depends on the show, on what it is now. But then again, like Columbo's pretty recent, and yet I remember a lot from that. I can't remember every murderer's name in the show, but I do recall certain events and how the character is like. I don't know. I feel the characters are like this really really dark mysterious man, but most people just see him as a very like lovable guy. I'm like, I don't think so. I like him too, but for a whole different reason. Trying to think of what other anime I've seen, because technically the only new anime that I've seen that's not like an additional season or something that's not based on something. Well, I don't know. I can't say that it's not based on something old because they are. The only real new anime that I've seen is Tekken Bloodlines in this entire year. Because the other stuff was I don't know if Pokemon Journeys counts. Because I did see like a lot of Pokemon this year. I watched Soul of Sun and Moon and Pokemon Journeys, and then currently there's a lot of stuff going on with the end of Ash Ketchum or Satoshi. Like no more Ash Ketchum. Like the character is gonna retire after like, well, I don't know, after so many years. Like his journey has finished. Like the ultimate shonen protagonist. Maybe he is. Because from the stuff that I saw in Sun and Moon and Journeys, I don't get. I do wish he was older by that point because I didn't finish seeing it, but in Pokemon X and Y, Ash comes off as like a bit more mature there. Oh, I messed up there. As a fellow writer, you need to keep pushing yourself no matter how hard it is. Uh, yeah, because I was looking into like interviews with David Wise, the main head writer for Ninja Turtles, and a bunch of other things. Because he's kind of like the lore master in a way. Because he made a lot of the important lore episodes of Transformers. And I think he did the first episode for Biker Mice from Mars. Either that or was it Battletoads? One or the other. But I know he's done like a lot of cartoon writing. But Turtles is definitely like his I don't know. I would consider him like the third Ninja Turtles creator, considering like how much of an impact he had in those early episodes, and for the majority of the cartoon TMNT, to be honest. Because one of the interviews that I saw, he said that you need to want to write, that you gotta love writing, and it's getting to the point where I love it so much, I'm not doing anything for YouTube, and it's also to the point where I'm not like getting enough sleep, where I'm waking up late. Come on, come on. Okay. Uh, Doing this without sound is a mistake, because for this boss, I need sound cues. Too bad you can't see this. Wow, I messed up. Jeez. Because I messed up the toss. Oh, I'm gonna fall to my death. Yep. Normally, I'm supposed to be able to I can do records with his boss. There. Now he dies after I die. Sure. Full Windman. Let's see. I know this Conan takes a lot of inspiration from Columbo. Might want to give that a shot sometimes. Oh, I gave that a shot years ago to the point where I caught up. I used to watch Detective Conan with my sister, and this was like maybe 10 years ago. But it was maybe not 10, but close to 10. I know for sure at least more than 5 or 6. But I used to be up to date with Detective Conan, but not anymore. Things have changed, and there's some characters I don't know. Like, hey, I don't know that character anymore. Like, what's going on with the Black Organization? Like, oh, like there's a karate character now. Like, wait, when did that happen? Or like, do they know about? Does Ra know about Shinichi already? I don't know. I freaking hate these Sungdoos with their Muay techniques because it's hard to get close to them. Uh, like I don't need to survive this entire thing. I just need to survive this area, and then die in the next one, and just keep going from there. Ooh. But I saw something there that I needed to read. Ironically, Pokemon being an anthology series is what the anime's original writer wanted it to be. It only took many years for that to happen. When I hear the name David Wise, my mind always goes to the Donkey Kong Country composer. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, yeah. When you type in David Wise, you either get you mainly he's the name that shows up first, not the Turtles writer. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing because I'm supposed to go slow against these Sungdoos because you're not supposed to be ganged up by them. You need to take on like on your own pace. Oh well. Although I did see some crazy combo videos where a guy just like took on all the enemies in one stage with F Norris, and he just like comboed everybody in this absurd thing that was kind of lucky because the benefit of fighting so many enemies at once is that well your special attack is bound to hit more people. Okay, I survived that, but how low is my health? I'm at 0 lives and I'm about to die already. So yeah, I might as well just kill me here because there's no way I'm gonna I'm gonna make all this on that low. Even if I was like a parry master, I don't think that's enough. Wow, that's a lot of coins I'm getting. Shit. Why am I getting so much? 212 coins? Why? Why did you give me so much? Like, it's not like I could even spend it. It would have been nice if I could use the coins what was I gonna say? To buy lives, but that's not gonna happen. I still need to watch Case Closed, past the episodes of Adult Swimmer. Your screen isn't on, didn't even know you were playing. Yeah, like, I know, I've been having internet problems. Because they've been saying that, oh, my internet connection isn't, like, stable in order for something to appear on the screen. It's been coming and going. And that's why I just decided to mute the video game audio, because, like, you're not going to be seeing anything. If you look at random parts of the stream, you will see the footage come back on and then disappear. What I'm playing is Fighting Rage, but I know for sure I'm going to have to retitle this video. Because this ain't a gameplay video. This is like stare at a screen video. Or listen to my voice. In the words of, what's the name of that Disney villain? I'm trying to recall the name from Tailspin. I don't remember his name at all. But he would say, like, this is him speaking to you with my voice. But, Sonic Frontiers, I got thoughts. I got a lot of thoughts with Sonic Frontiers. Because I finished the game last week, and now I feel empty. After Sonic Frontiers, I'm like, but what's next? I need more Sonic. What happened? But I actually am tempted to make a video, but before I can do that, I need to like figure out what's wrong with my internet. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to upload anything. Because when it comes to Sonic Frontiers, there is a lot of frustrating parts in that freaking game that really stops the flow, and it just kills it kills all your excitement. Because I've done a few tweets where I basically give like, hey, this is how you can resolve this fucking annoying thing in the game that you wish didn't exist in it that wasn't there. Because there's like one pinball level, and you can't control anything. That is up to chance. The score point is absurdly high. Like, you're expected to do crazy things there. Like, no. The thing is random. Like, there are times where you lose control of your ball, and it's no one's fault, and it's not your own fault. It's the game's fault. I know it sounds cheap to say that, but it really isn't. You have no control over the pinball. You can shoot it, but there are random times where it'll just fall out of bounds. And then it's bad enough that you need to reach a really high score, and you think that'll be over. Like, that's it. Like, once you get the high score, like, oh, you can get out of there. But no, you have to throw your pinball all the way up to the top of the screen in order to get out. So it's like an annoyance after an annoyance. And that's just like one level. And there's a bunch of other things like that in the game that stop it from being like that stop Sonic Frontiers from being like this really amazing game. And I don't know if anyone's really talked about it, because these things are fucking frustrating. Because with a pinball, the best way to solve that thing is to switch the difficulty to easy. And I just messed up because I'm not paying attention. That's what Sonic Frontiers is doing to me. Like, I just lost the item that I needed. What was I going with this? Oh yeah, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, because when you play the pinball mode on easy, it throws you like these extra safe bumpers in order to protect your ball, and then these things respawn. Because without it, then you're just gonna like you could possibly just be stuck in that game forever. Because the odds are against you, because the points are too high, and you can't control your ball. And there's like an obligatory mission in that same island where you need to collect. Oh, now the gameplay is back. Wow. Let's see for how long again. thankfully I haven't died, but I know this is the area where I use just one enemy type. Then, oh, okay, I got rid of the monkeys already, because the monkeys stop you from jumping. And I know I just switched conversations from Frontiers to Fighting Rage. But, well, it kind of goes hand in hand, because the stuff I had to do in Sonic Frontiers, and the footage is gone. Great. Again, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. At this point, I might as well just pay for the more expensive internet service, just to make sure I get shit done. Trying to recall what my train of thought was. Oh, okay, so in Sonic Frontiers, there's this other thing called Mechanical Collector, and it's like you have microseconds, maybe 5 seconds to spare in order to collect all of these trinkets that are hard to collect, because you're doing this on an obstacle course where each platform is gonna fall off. Your time limit is way too short to do all this in time. And you're kind of forced to boost while you're moving on these platforms that are just that could fall at any time. And that's exactly what I had to do. I had to boost on the platforms. I had to boost while platforming, which is like uncomfortable in this game because they changed the controls, how boosting works compared to other Sonic games. It's like, why did you change it? Why did you change it? And basically, there's a time where it's just I fell off the platform and I had to get back onto it, and I was still barely made it like in a freaking microsecond in order to complete that thing. Man, I don't want to die right here. Oh, come on, it didn't kill you. Alright, here's the full restored chicken. Terrible, terrible stream. Let me pause right here because I'm thinking of Sonic Frontiers. If you had the chance, would you pay a brass band to follow you around? No. Sorry, yes, but no. I don't see why. Why would I spend money on that? I'm not even like an outgoing type of person. What they're gonna do is just be in my room the whole time. Be in my kitchen. Be in the follow me to the bathroom. No. This is your first-based Sonic game? No. No, Fullwind Man. I've been playing Sonic since the 2000s. I've been playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube. And then, I've been playing the thing since then. The only Sonic game I haven't played are like the Mario Olympics and the Lost World and Sonic Rush and some of the advanced games. But yeah, when it comes to the main Sonic games, I played them all. I played Sonic 06. I played Sonic Heroes. I played Sonic Unleashed. I played Sonic Generations. I played Forces. I 100%ed Forces. I 100%ed Sonic Heroes. I 100%ed Shadow the Hedgehog before I had a computer. I don't know how I did that. But when it comes to Frontiers, the frustrating parts, I'm actually tempted to make a video on this because there are a lot of things in Frontiers that I don't like. Okay, so what I mean about the boost that's really messed up is that before, your boost button was this is different with every controller. The boost button used to be square, okay, but now in Frontiers, the boost button is now the right trigger. The boost button becomes a homing attack. The homing attack is now just a jump button. But the thing is, the other thing that annoys me, since the boost is now on a trigger button, you still need the other I forgot what the other ones. I don't know the four trigger buttons. I forgot the L1, R1, L2, R2. The boost is R2. Before you boost with the square, so you use L1 and R1 to to dash left and right. But the thing gets awkward because now my right index finger is confused with the boost button and the dash button. The sidestep. Sorry, that's what it's called. The sidestep button. So there were times where I was trying to use two of my right fingers in order to keep boosting and sidestepping at the same time, and it just felt like awkward as hell. The other difference that the lightspeed dash, now you have to flip the control stick like double forward, and I cannot do that while I'm running. Before, the lightspeed dash used to be on a button. In Generations, it was a triangle. In Unleashed, I think it was a square. Well, I remember one time the Unleashed controls were reversed when it came to the homing attack and the light speed and the boosting, which was weird as hell. Because then you get confused when you played other games. They're just like, what? So in Frontiers, that control scheme is completely different. And when it came doing the cyberspace level, the traditional Sonic stuff, it just like a big learning curve for me. Oh, what was it going with this? Uh, yeah. So that was the annoying about the boost. Because when you're doing mechanical collectible, like the time limit is way too short, and there's a bunch of other things in Frontiers that stop it from being really perfect. Because everyone talks about the boss fights and they're great and all, and trust me, they are awesome. Because that was like the most coolest thing Sonic has done since I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, Sonic has never been this cool before until. But no one's talking about the negatives. Everyone's basically just like losing their shit for like Supersonic and the theme songs for the majority of the Titan bosses. And of course, there's a lot of videos that say like a Sonic is back. This is like peak Sonic. This is I don't know other like contemporary slang that I'm not familiar with. But I don't know how many people have actually talked about all the because even IGN did a video with like Sonic was always good. So I don't know if everyone's just overlooking like the negative parts of Frontiers. I haven't looked at reviews. I haven't looked at as some call me Johnny since he was one of the more objective Sonic fans. Ah, shit. Ah, fucking hell! I can't react fast enough against these judo. No, please tell me I'm gonna die here. I don't know. At this point, I'm starting to think Fighting Rage is not a game where you can talk. You can talk and play. Cause I really, I don't know. I'm starting to think Fighting Rage. One thing's for sure, and Fighting Rage is definitely like the hardest beat 'em up ever made, and ever will be made, unless Sebastian Garcia. I think Garcia is his last name. I forgot it. Yeah, okay, I won, but just barely. Like unless he makes like a sequel to Fighting Rage, and that will be the hardest game ever. I mean, people justify its shortcomings saying it's just foundation to build on, but knowing Sonic Team all bets are off. I don't know. I mean, I do. You play Jitsu Squad? No, I haven't. Yes, it's a little complicated saying that because of your username, but no, I've been wanting to play Jitsu Squad, but I have a PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's out yet because whenever I checked on the search engine, it's never there, and I don't know if the because it's supposed to come to like other platforms besides Steam, and it hasn't like shown up yet. But I would prefer if the next Sonic game did continue this thing because there are good things in Frontiers. It's just I think the gameplay is probably the worst part. Because if you look at the cutscenes and the story and the mood, all of that is like perfect and in the most mature Sonic has ever been. Because like this is definitely like my favorite interpretation of Sonic. Like, and I haven't felt that since like the first time I met the guy, like in the 2000s. I don't know why am I playing. Oh, I have an extra life. Okay, that's why I should be playing. Because I was thinking my life is at 0, isn't it? So I should just die here. Oh no, I actually have like more lives than I thought. gain 1. Because that's right, when you do that area, it's like you get 1 guarantee. Jeez, that's felt like a lot easier usually. Because I'm playing this on hard and not on my normal difficulty. But even so, I've been doing like a very crappy run. Although you won't be able to tell because I can't even get the stream to work right. Because there's a lot of really great like cutscenes in Sonic Frontiers, and part of the reason is the writing of the characters because they're like very well portrayed. And the other reason why that works so well with the subject matter is because now the voice actors they can actually voice act. They're not having to play like jokes from Sonic Boom. Oh, that's another game I haven't played actually, the Sonic Boom one, but I never plan to because if you look at the voice actors now when it comes to Sonic stuff like the Sonic Twitter takeover or Sonic Boom, the majority of the cast like tend to play like obnoxious portrayals of their characters and basically they're not being heroes. In Frontiers, they all seem like much more developed. So a lot of the line deliveries they have and the I already said subject matter. The material is very. I don't want to say saning for Sonic, but I would say that it's cerebral. It's Sonic Frontier story is a Star Trek episode. That's the best way I can put it. Because you're dealing with an ancient alien civilization that's already dead, and you're just looking at holy fucking hell, I'm gonna die here. Those fucking sung deuce and oh now the gameplay's back, but I'm not gonna bother switching the audio tracks. I'm gonna die here. I just hate it. I just fucking know it. Like I don't want to, because I'm literally just. I was literally 3 enemies away from health. God damn. Ugh. I don't know why did Sebastian have to make this game so fucking hard. Shit. Like my freaking laptop also like turned off right now, so I don't know if footage is still playing. Uh, no, Cyber Frontier has a lot of strong points, but the negatives they're like extremely negative. Because one example is the very first difficult thing you do in Frontiers is that it's not even your fault. Because the game, yeah, the footage is gone again. So I was like, why the fuck do I care? I don't know. Because there's this level where there's this, well, it's not really a level. It's more like a mini game, an obligatory mini game that you got to do in order to progress to the story. But here's the problem: because the cutscenes says one thing, but the directions of the mission, of the objective, it says something else. The cutscene says, hey Sonic, can you cut these hedges for them? When you play the thing, it tells you instead that you gotta side loop I'm pretty sure it specifically tells you that you gotta side loop the fruits and to have the bees like put their pollen on these plants. But that is completely the wrong thing you're supposed to do, because if you do that, you get random opportunities where you get points for doing so. And you're wondering, how come I don't get points all the time? And that's when no one realizes, because you're not looking carefully at the screen, and it's not your fault either because the game gave you the wrong directions. What you're actually doing is you're cutting the grass that's next to these fruits, and the bees are just obstacles. Like, because I was thinking, do you need to get the bees close enough to the fruits and then side loop them together in order to get more points? No, what you're doing is you're cutting the grass, because after you side loop you can see the grass go down, and if you're playing this section at night you probably won't be able to see that. And there are times where people pass this thing without realizing what they're actually doing. And I'm looking at my own recorded footage and I realize I'm actually cutting the grass, but the game doesn't tell me to cut the grass. The cutscene told me to cut the grass, but the directions of the game tells me something else. And that is the first inconvenience of the game. And then there's this infamous puzzle that you gotta do in Frontiers, which no one could solve on their own. Everyone had to look at guides in order to get past this because it is complicated as hell. Where you have to like bend these lights in order for it to like make the shape, but it's really hard to tell because the controls are a little difficult because you can't tell if you're rotating clockwise or counterclockwise. And even then, like when you move one thing, everything moves. And it is just like unnecessarily tedious, unnecessarily hard, and it's something that I don't like this. This is not fun. I don't want to do this. Why is it in the game? So like if you want to buy this game for kids, like something like that is just going to get them stuck immediately. It gets adults stuck immediately. Yeah, because I mean, like the majority of Sonic fans, I'm assuming they're like people in their 30s or 40s at this point. It's a little weird because Sonic does gain like a lot of younger new fans, but the majority the main core fan base, they're a lot older than that. uh, yeah, so and that's the point of the Sonic Frontiers video I was gonna do. Just talk about the worst parts of Sonic Frontiers because there is like a lot of shit in there that just ruins the experience. Because there's also this segment where you gotta cross the bridge in order to get to the other part of the island. But I'm like, why does this have to be a level? Like, why can you just like, come on, stop it, stop doing that. And then it doesn't help that the semi-final island is just a giant obstacle course. That the reward is cutscenes. The cutscenes are very dramatic stuff. Like it really goes to the whole Star Trek theme. Because I forgot the name of the episode. Like something light that caused the light. I don't know. It's with Jean-Luc Picard, and where he sees like this ancient civilization and he's trapped in there with them. It's one of the supposed to be one of the best Star Trek episodes of Next Generation. Like, yeah, it's an interesting one, but that's what Sonic Frontiers is, along with like the boss, the end. I could just think about every frustrating thing right now because I did write notes that I want to talk about. Yeah, because like the final boss of the end is like thematically he's good. Like it's a good final boss, like the creepiest, scariest final boss in Sonic game history. But how you fight the final boss is terrible because you turn the game into a bullet hell simulator. Basically, you're playing you're playing invaders in a Sonic game, and that's the final boss. I'm like, no, like, and prior to that, you only had like two areas where you practice playing something like that. So it's like, well, why did you make the final boss this way? It's terrible. Then the semi-final boss, Supreme, I don't think he's finished because I was looking at other people's videos because this was happening to me. Is that at some point it looked like there was supposed to be a quick time event, but it would never trigger. And then what was I going with this? There are times where the boss's health will not move down at all. It will just get stuck. And then I was actually wondering, like, does it have to wait for a certain segment of the song to play in order for the thing to get moving? Because I fought the boss like 4 times, since that's how the game ends, and then it just resets you. Your file just resets to what was I going with this? Your file just resets to like that last area, so you can basically fight the boss whenever you want. But I don't know if it has to do with the DLC that comes in next year because it does not feel like a finished boss. So yeah, like Sonic Frontiers, like it's a good game, but I wouldn't call it the greatest Sonic game. It's like it's great for the new directions that it's going, but I'm also kind of curious if it could replicate this in another game because what really made this work is the story and the settings. So I'm thinking, well, if you try to incorporate this new battle system in another Sonic game, like what will be what's gonna be the stakes? Because what makes this interesting is because the Chaos Emeralds, that you got to collect them on every island. Like, are we gonna get like another scenario where Sonic is in this other new land, and the Chaos Emeralds are always going to be nearby? And like, is that gonna be a thing from now on? Because the Super Sonic boss fights are like amazing, but like, how can you recreate? I'm gonna die here again. Like, fucking hell. I don't know. There's some areas where you just can't get this done on 2 lives. Like, you need like at least 3 minimum. Like, this would be easier. There's just a bit more health to go around, but there isn't. Because yeah, you can't see anything. But right now I'm gonna end up being killed by the Minotaur. And even afterwards, I know I'm gonna die because even if I survive the Minotaur, I still gotta fight against the chef. And then right now I just die, but not even by the Minotaur. I just got killed by a ninja chicken. I don't know, like whenever I want to stream Fighting Rage, it's like shit happens. Like I'm never playing as good as I should because I normally play on hardest, and here I am like sucking in hard. Fucking hell. Oh, the problem with the Minotaur is that he doesn't flinch, so he just tanks all these hits. And depending on which character you're using, you're supposed to grab him and toss him, and constantly toss him over and over and over again, and hopefully you do it right on one try. But yeah, the final boss is Bullet Hell, and I'm just like, really? Come on. Get crazy with Shadow the Hedgehog. You play any Devil May Cry? No, I haven't. 3D Sonic games haven't been good after Generations for women. I don't know. It depends. Cause what was after Generations? I know there's something else before Front. Oh yeah, Forces. Because Forces has its problems, but I don't know. I don't think it's like the worst. Because I did play the game, I did 100% it, and I did make like a bunch of avatars. Because I don't know, I just like designing characters. Uh, Part of me did wanted to stream Sonic Frontiers, but the thing is, since I finished the game, like in order to see the interesting stuff, like basically the bosses, I would have to have like to make another file because there is no like boss rush option. And I'm pretty sure the only reason that exists is because of the ring count thing. Because I don't know why the game just doesn't give you like an item box that just fills up your ring meter to the max when you're fighting the bosses. Because whenever you die, you gotta recollect your rings again. So I'm like, come on, just give it. What, do you think I'm gonna cheat with this? I mean, everyone is going to fill up their ring meter when they're playing as Supersonic, and like that's just a given. Or even fighting against regular bosses, because having your ring meter full is like a big benefit because that's when you can do the Phantom Rush and extend your combos. So obviously people are gonna do it. I don't know. I can think of like a lot of things in Frontiers that stops it from being like perfect. It's like it's so close to being perfect, so close. But I guess the idea, if the idea was to have Sonic in a good positive light again, it did that. That's I should have just grabbed the fucking health. Why didn't I do it? I don't know. I guess Sonic Frontiers and Fighting Rage don't correlate together. Ugh. Ah, these freaking monkeys. Because after the monkeys, I'm going back to the Minotaur, and oh, footage is back. Hooray! But for how long? I freaking hate these monkeys. Alright, here comes the Minotaur. For the few seconds you could see him, he's basically a bigger version of me. and has more power. I did it wrong. And there he goes again. Although I did kill the Minotaur. The Minotauro is actually the official name. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my connection. It was good. It was doing good before December. Once December hit, boom. Because I was uploading other footage that I kept on private, and then I had no problems. Only like literally this week, that's where all the problems started, when things are starting to get cold again. I really doubt it's actually the weather. Talk about frustrations. This freaking chef cat. There, you're gone. It's Buffalo, man. You played any Tui? I don't know what Tui is. Is he using the Hurricane Mixer? No, not the Hurricane Mixer. When I'm spinning around is actually the Well, I guess the uppercut could kind of be the Hurricane Mixer. There was another rat the whole time. Like, I never seen that guy before. I don't know. Like, I would have to look into what's going on. Because the main attack that Ricardo fights with, he's a bull. He fights with the Mike Hammer's like spinning lariat. I don't know what the actual name is called. I think it was called double arm swing, but I could be wrong. But it's definitely Mike Hagar's and Zangief's move. That one. It's just like really useful on big guys with long arms, especially if they have like grapple moves. Because Ricardo mainly tosses the enemies. That's what he's good for. He has a lot of power, cheap speed, but a lot of range. Range and power is his thing. Range, power, and defense. Because he can take a lot more hits than the other characters. But because of his slow speed, like you have to get do a lot of risk versus reward. Jeez. In order to get him to move right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong and then redo this gameplay some other time. And hopefully I'll do better at it than what I did today. Jeez, man. Jeez, that was actually pretty good there. Let me. The world ends with you. Do I have 4 lives? No, I have 1 life. No, that's. I might be able to do it. Did you finish Sekimatsu Leader Den Takeshi manga? No, I haven't finished reading it. No, I haven't played any Devil May Cry either, unfortunately. But yeah, there's things I like about Sonic Frontiers. Just that I don't know. I just really wish all those terrible parts weren't in there. They're just they're tedious and frustrating. They really shouldn't have been existed. Because the game really wants you to explore, but after a while, like when you get to the 3rd island, it basically wants you to play Sonic Colors 2. Because everything's almost in a 2D environment. And you have to solve a lot of obstacle course puzzles. In fact, the whole thing is structured like Sonic Colors. In the way the hub world is, you do explore a lot of it, but it's basically the Sonic Colors format where you play 6 variations of the same stage. Saying this as a non-Naruto fan, do you have any interest in the Ninja Storm games? I kind of do. In the 2000s, I played the Clash of Ninja series. Like I had all the GameCube versions because I even bought the first game, which was like pretty bare bones compared to like the sequel. Because in the first game, gave you Haku and Zabuza, and Rock Lee. Those were like the notable characters of that game. But then Clash of Ninja 2 just gave you like pretty much the entire series up to that point. Uh, I didn't get every single one that came afterwards because I know there was a Wii U version. I think it was a Wii U or like the first Wii one. Like that one was like wasn't that good either because there were some missing characters and I don't know. The unfortunate part is that we never got the Sound Ninjas because I don't know how, but we missed like one Clash of Ninja game entirely, which had all the Sound 5 from the the people that kidnapped Sasuke for the retrieval arc. Shit, I had him, and I didn't kill him. Instead, I might end up dying here. Okay, I got him. There's still one more Doberman to get rid of here. I'm waiting for my meter to charge back up so I could just lariat safely in, grab the health. Jeez, did that flawlessly. Wow. And no one's here to see it. Those games are really fun. I wasn't sure it would appeal to a non-fan, but I was pleasantly surprised. Oh yeah, what makes the Clash of Ninja game so good is honestly the substitution ability, and that what makes the gameplay like much more difficult when you're trying to read each other's moves. It also makes the game more fair to me because you can't just like infinite combo anybody. You could just substitute out of it, and then like oh your combo stops. You got to do a lot of thinking with that. No, but instead the American version got like four original characters in the Clash of the. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Shit, I lost my opening. Clash of Ninja Revolution 2, I think that's the title. I know that's basically the Shippuden one, and that one had like some guest characters. I don't remember if they were from that game originally or like a previous game, like the one before that one. I think it was. I don't know. I already forgot the order of Clash of Ninja. But yeah, they're really good games. I don't know because that was a time where I was like super into Naruto, but then the interest faded like once it got into the war in the manga. It was like and then soon afterwards, like a year or two later, that's when Fist of North Star stepped into my life and like, oh, nothing's been the same. Oh, jeez, that was unconventional, but it worked. I don't know, cause I am annoyed that I can't show anything. So it's like I don't know why it started happening now. I had to look into this. Ah, really? Come on. Jeez. I'm already fighting the final boss here, but you can't see it. Yeah, okay, I don't think I'm gonna solve this in one life. No. I'm already down to half of my health. Less than half of my health. No, I needed 3 lives for this. Yeah, I'm dead. Fucking shit. Got killed by the machine gun. I wish Muscle Grand Prix 2 had a story mode because I love the cutscenes of the first, but I guess I had to make the game good first. That's what I found out, that Japanese, like, when it comes to, like, fighters and arcades, they want to make sure the game is first good and then think about, like, all the cosmetics afterwards. Because they want people to. It's kind of surprising how the arcade scene is, like, bigger over there. They really want to make sure people come back for the gameplay more than anything. I forgot where I heard about this, to be honest. Oh, right, it was like one video. I forgot the name of the channel, but he has a few fighting game videos. But he's the one that basically came up with the one about the fighting game menu, like the character select screen. Why, there we go. Why the character select screen is important. Oh, come on. And I maybe need to look into some troubleshooting and what's going on, because I even pulled out the modem and thought, I was thinking, oh, maybe there's something wrong with the modem, but like, no, it's the problem is still here. And I don't want to have any more questions. Kind of wish there was more visual things to look at. Oh wow, like my wish came true. Oh god, I wonder for how long is this gonna be now. How long will I have this footage up? I'm waiting for the meter to come. There we go. I'm actually doing pretty good because these guys can kill you. And the footage is gone again, of course, of course. Ah, he actually caught me. Did the wrong fucking toss. I need to hit the right one. Yeah. Great. The moment I'm doing like really good, no one can see me. Come on, go down, you freaking servant. Yeah. Did that in one life. Though I'm missing a bunch of health. Yeah, no. You're not gonna fucking. I didn't grab him. Shit. Yeah, I'll get back to the questions in a bit. Because I know there's something. Something tells me I'm gonna beat the boss now, like, and pretty good. I don't know, it's just I don't understand why this recording is gonna be like this. Ugh. Ooh, don't want to get shot. Fucking A. Oh, expecting him to like fire. Come on, another one, another one. Another... fuck, I needed 3 lariats, not 2. I thought it would be enough with 2. Come on, I just need 1 good hit. There. I'm really curious if the thing would just magically pop up on the reload. I don't know. If it could, then I can salvage the whole stream for replay. But I doubt it, and I just gained 2 extra life. But I don't know, but it's not like I can use it anymore. Where's the music? Oh, sorry, I muted it because the music of this game is absurdly loud. Even at the lowest setting. After an hour and 13 minutes and 2 continues, I believe, I pass it, but I'm like, favorite RPGs? I don't have any. Oh, hold up, let me... I was feeling cold earlier, but now I'm getting hot. I don't know. I'm just annoyed by this. Like, why did it have to be tonight? Because I don't have much opportunities to stream. And then the one time I do, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Why is this happening? I believe in Sonic. Yeah, I do too. How many people are here right now? 6 watching. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like retitle. Let me retitle the stream right now, because I should even get rid of the thumbnail too. Bad live stream. I'll just put a bad live stream, no visuals. You know, yeah, I'll do it. I'll even put bad live stream, don't watch. But I know someone's gonna watch it anyways. I don't know. I'll change the thumbnail later, I guess. I don't fucking care. I don't know. I guess I could just let me. Oh, I could. I can't even go to the menu anymore. That's right. Because I was thinking, no, let me just put the music on, and I'll get rid of the the sound effects. But I'm like, oh, I can't even do that. I'm really hoping that this thing will just magically appear when I end the stream and then restart it. I'm hoping that's the case, because I don't know why this is happening. Anyone else got questions? Because I don't know, I'm just losing my interest because I can't show anything that I've been doing. It's almost gonna be 2 hours. Or was it an hour? No, I think it's barely been an hour. I even freak. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. I'm seeing the elapsed time now on the screen. Just. We can just chat, man. Yeah, I guess. I just don't know what to talk about at the moment. Settings. Let's check the audio. Let me mute everything else. Just put the music on. Let me go to the sound test on the extras menu. Let's see, where's the music? The music. Destiny, no, but Nothing Left's my favorite theme. I hope you can hear it. Yeah, you could. Running games on your PC is easier than consoles, is it? I don't know, because my laptop hasn't been like the most cooperative when it comes to like anything. But also that would mean I would have to like buy the game again and then do all the stuff that I hate doing. We can talk about animation in video games. Talk about your comic. Okay. Let's see, where can I go from here? Give me a few seconds, let me just go for the fan. Freaking hell. Literally the whole stream is just like, the picture's back, the picture's gone. Oh. Alright, let me move this a bit. I'll talk about the comic, I guess, in a bit. You could just emulate old anime games on your PC. I don't know. I just don't feel in the mood for a lot of things. Now I'm gonna move this thing. Alright, go back up there. Go over there. Well, the comic is supposed to be a post-apocalyptic setting with some hero survivors trying to survive and save people from the villains of the series. Because the world has been conquered and there's 3 different villain factions that have like different pieces of the world. But the main thread is like the more demonic murderer type of villains called Dreadcross. Dragon, because I am back, hello. Thanks for coming back. I just wish the visuals would work. So you can be pleased with them. Where was I? Oh yeah. The main characters are like good versus evil type stuff. Yeah, that's the type of area. The difference is that as I was writing stuff, it became like very graphic, was one of the most violent things I ever written. I do need to know what graphics card you have before I can tell you what you can run on PC. I don't even know what graphics card do I have. Where do I check that? Because this laptop keeps telling me to play Xbox games, but I'm like, I don't even know which ones to pick. I don't know, I want to say that all my technology is outdated. Why does that thing out there go away? By the way, did you play Devil May Cry series? No, I haven't played any of that. I think it's more of a case where I just probably like the music more than the games. Because the way I try to explain the story, it feels a little generic, like a little... the PC system info page has graphics card system info page. Where do I even go to see system info? Let me check. Themes and related settings. Or let me just type in systems info and we'll see where I go from there. I got system control panel. Let's see, I'm opening this now, but I doubt it's gonna tell me what I need. And this thing always wants to lag, that's why I'm thinking, like, I don't think this laptop is perfect for that. Oh, hold on, let me look at the question. It said, what graphics card do you have? Okay, let me look. Let's see, I have, where did it tell me that? Because what I'm seeing is device name, processor, installed RAM, device ID, product ID, system type. The system type, it tells me 64-bit operating with an x64 base processor. Windows 10 version 22H2. Unless I'm looking in the wrong area. Of course now the screen wants to work. I wonder why, after I finish playing my game. Yeah, let's switch songs. Let me... I forget what Absolute Zero is. Spiders, not that one. Boss defeated. Undying Storm. Does it say Intel, LMED, or NVIDIA anywhere on the full page? I don't know. I don't know, maybe I should just type in graphics card and see what I get from there. Oh, hold up, I see something. It says tells me device manager. Did it take me there already? Okay, no, it's opening. No, it's yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything that's going on here. No, it just takes me to like everything that the laptop has rather than like the information, the specs or whatever. They'll tell me now the thing's gonna stay. Because I think it's been a while. Just put this on hardest. Let's see how long this lasts before it cuts off again. I don't know, I'm just feel like bummed. So I gotta go back to chapter 16 and finish writing that. Because I've basically written I'm trying to finish the second arc. Because I had ideas and I've been going to different directions than I expected, and I just kind of messed up there a little. You might need to Google how to find system info. I know Windows changes location for the worst. Well, I think you're getting music. I don't know if you're getting any sound effects. Although, let me change the... resume for that. Got the knife. Ah, crap. Alright, that's one down. That took more than half my health. Now I'm playing it back to hardest. Great, now the gameplay like seems to be working now. I think. Although I'm expecting it to fade away again, because there was one at a time where it lasted a while, thinking that, oh, it's gonna stay with me. But then it didn't. That went by easy. Then it's gone. Of course. Alright, let me go back to the story I was saying. Take your time with it, bro. Yeah. Well, I know. It's just that. Well, it's not exactly I'm trying to take my time with it. It's just that I've already been writing since. When did I start writing? Let me look at my documents. I started writing in September. That's when I started everything. And then from there, I've been doing some rewrites because I've been sending it to some friends like to read it, and then I rewrote like the first 4 chapters, and that became like a lot better. And then from then on, I just been like getting some feedback with hardly any changes now. So I'm kind of getting used to the format, but at the same time, I'm kind of surprised how violent the main character I wrote is. I didn't expect her to be like this ultra, this ultra violent monster, and I wasn't expecting myself either to come up with like these really violent scenarios. But I do, because I guess try to give some context here, because the first event, I guess the first little mini arc takes place like in a conquered coliseum, and then the hero is trying to rescue all these people, but it just becomes like this blood mayhem. Because the first scene, um, it's like this interrogation scene. Well, not really interrogation scene. It's more like just like trying to scare somebody. Basically, these villains like have a kid in the room with them, and then you see like these two villains like kill. They're eating like a lion, like a freshly killed lion, and then so the kid is just scared out of his mind. And then another villain comes in the room, along with like a beaten up superhero, and then the villain basically like just tortures him in front of the kid, and that's just like the tip of how dark I took it. Jeez. Oh, just one life down. And that's one of them down. And that's like, and then the hero shows up and is trying to save some of the hostages, along with fighting against like these villains. And of course, there's always like a lot of henchmen, but then the most important villains. And what's gonna make this difficult for me as like a first timer, like trying to draw like a comic, is just that, or whatever this thing's supposed to be, because I really don't know. Is that I have to draw like a bunch of people, because not just because of the civilians, but because there's like the hero is completely outnumbered, and there's basically like I don't exactly know what the body count is gonna be, but I'm thinking it might be like 50 versus 1. And to draw like that many people in a couple pages, that's a lot. That was a waste of what I did. Because I know that no, I could have parried that and I messed up entirely. Yeah, nope, that first hit killed me. I couldn't parry all that. Uh, Although I mean this lately, playing this on hardest has been getting a little easier for me. But I still am not like good enough to clear hardest without a continue. Can't do the 1 credit clear. Fuck in hell. Your work sounds like something going to guy would write. I mean that as a compliment. Full man. Yeah, thank you. Because well, like going to guy is definitely like the guy I think about sometimes when it comes to like incredible mangakas. Because I'm pretty sure you see. I don't know if you've seen the tweet. I'm dying here again, but at this point I don't care. Oh, I died 4 times. Shit. When did that happen? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Because like I don't think am I going to guy's level or the author of Apocalypse Zero in terms of like how depraved I am. Because I think they're like much more bold than me. Because in the very beginning of Apocalypse Zero, you got like that nude the nude fat girl that wants to like you know the stuff she does, that she rips off the person's face and eats them. Well, no, she does eat him, but then he's still alive and he comes out of her stomach and all that shit. And then the other like weird Alchemud Shojin go into guy things that Apocalypse Zero has, because you got the guy with the dick weapon, that his weapon is the dick, or the girl with the cleavage was just like. Because it's silly, nasty, and at the same time, I find it boldly comical. Because like the fact that he had the balls to draw something like that and take it in a serious threat. Man, I am doing bad now because I can't concentrate on this. Ooh, I was doing so good until the final boss. Well, then again, wow, I never did 2 in a row like that. But now the boss is going down in a bit. Oh well. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's done. Is there any humor to it, or is it all serious and moody? There's humor to it. It's just that it borders on black comedy because of the a lot of the literal deadpan jokes and superhero puns. Because one of the villains that I thought about had like a baby fetish, so he basically like a sumo wrestler in a diaper. And basically, the hero hits him at one point. He vomits, and then the joke here is that the baby needed to burp, but bum, that kind of humor. Kind of similar to like what Kenshiro, whenever Kenshiro jokes around with the villains that he kills, that type of stuff. So that's what comes to mind. I don't want to give anything too much away because I know in some of the videos I gave some of the ideas of the characters in the story. The main characters, I mean. Because I still need to do one more video, but I've been trying to draw more stuff for the presentation. And lately I've been distracted by writing that I haven't edited anything or written anything. I mean, written anything for YouTube, I mean. I'm trying to think, because I need to finish drawing stuff and I haven't done so. Ah, jeez, I really hate it when they hit me. Oh, come on. How did that happen? In the story arcs that I've written, basically the first thing took place in that Coliseum, and then I needed a little intermission for the character to do some self-reflecting a little, because one of the things I got stumped on was trying to do a mentor character, and the more I thought about it, the more like I don't think I couldn't come up with anything creative. To the point where I decided, let's not make this the focus. That's the only thing I feel like bothered by, because when it comes to mentors or senseis, even if it's not anime, they all kind of follow the same tropes and cliches. That it's pretty hard to come up with anything new with them. Because I even struggle with his design, because I had no idea what exactly. I haven't drawn him. I just wrote descriptions of his appearance. But even then, I don't know if it's interesting enough. But afterwards, she's supposed to go into a city to like try to find something that can help her, and then from there she meets more people, more heroes that are basically gonna end up becoming part of her party. Because there is some fantasy elements to it, but it's not like traditional fantasy whatsoever. Oh, fucking hell. I need the health now. I won't be able to take any more hits. Ah, jeez, what's with this laptop, man? God damn. I literally have to keep something playing or for it to count. Let me see. I know there were some questions, but I didn't get to see it. I really hate that I can't pause that, because I really wanted to pause it. A lot of an imperialist undertone to it. Oh no, I don't understand how this connection works. It's gone again. Just when I started, I resumed it. I don't know. Can it not handle like what I'm playing? It was able to weeks ago. Or do I have to like lower the quality of the freaking broadcast? Like lower it down to like 360p or something. I was able to do it on 720 before. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure there's people that can do it on 1080. But yeah, well, when it came to that sensei thing, I just wrote for one chapter and then just ditched it. Because there was also a potential to do like a training montage thing. I'm like, I don't know. It was too generic to the point where I was getting disgusted. Yeah, I'm so disgusted right now. I'm like, I'm losing bad just when I was doing good before the. Because what I could do, like, since nothing is like completely ready, is do more like in sort of audiobook format for now. Maybe some sound effects. And just read it as a form of, well, yeah, just read it in audiobook style before I have like a complete written chapter out. Because if this thing is as successful as I believe it's gonna be, I would need to have voice actresses. Because unfortunately, for this particular story, the main cast are mainly women, and so I can't necessarily voice the characters myself. And I know that when it comes to like comics or like web, even if it's just for like a joke, people tend to dub over them. Like, and I'm thinking, well, why let that opportunity go? It's one of those things where someone reposts like a comic page and then dubs over it, and that gets more views than the original poster. So that's why I'm thinking the mentality that just have like have it already have an audio track. That way, no one else can like just. Well, technically, there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. But the fact is, as long as they know there's a source to it already, rather than just a clip. I'm doing badly here. Fucking shit. Well, I'm not even in the mood to keep doing this. You. Already. Fucking shit. I don't know what I should have done is done an internet speed test, because I don't know. Because what I had before, even though it wasn't fast, it was like, it was doing it. Like, I was able to stream, no problem. You could do a narrator thing where they're like, hello, said yeah, I know, but that's the thing that annoys me, because I don't like spending time on, like, he said, she said, and I purposely wrote that out on the things that I wrote. Because the way I wrote it was actually more of a script. And then in parentheses, it says angry or whatever emotion you're supposed to be having. But I don't know, I'd rather have it drawn. Fair enough. And it's got a lot of series sound generic on paper, but it's the story characters that make it memorable. Yeah, I know, because the stuff that I do, some of the powers and fighting attacks that I come up with they're pretty crazy. Because I was able to do like a big Kinnikuman tribute for like a fight, and that's the other thing too. Because I feel like I've been very the plots are very straightforward, but I am liking what I'm doing with the characters. The problem is that I'm not sure. I'm questioning if I'm giving them enough depth. Oh my god, I am not paying attention now anymore. I was doing good against this boss with Gal the other. Jeez, man, I can barely have time to parry on any of this shit. I don't know if anyone here's played Fighting Rage. I really wish like Gal would get some buffs because she's the only character that can toss like the heavier boss. She can't toss any of the bosses. I don't think so, and that sucks. Like I don't need her to toss every boss. I just need her to toss some. Because the fact that she's the only one of the three that can do it, that just sucks. Same thing goes for when it comes to the her air special, because it goes straight down. Well, it spins a little and then it goes straight down. But the other characters have like a attack that has like a considerable bigger range. I honestly would wish she would have like longer limbs, but it's not the case. But I'll go back to the questions a bit more and talk a little bit of the ideas, because all right, because the idea is that it's supposed to have like 6 main characters, but I also don't know if it's always gonna stay 6. Oh shit! I couldn't even tell if I was dead or not at that moment. It was like, was I dead or not? Because those bullets come in freaking fast. But now this is gonna be a shallow win because I'm playing the stage practice and I died 5 times already. And this is a boss that you need to get 6 times already. This is a boss that you need to kill in 3 lives, because that's all the lives they give you. No, I died 7 times. Absurd. The other day I was doing it with 4s. That it took me 4 lives. Anyways, what's the one manga you wish got a full translation? Jesus. Let me think. I'm trying to recall like what manga stopped on me. Well, there was Neji Magi Kakyu, but it's not exactly like good. But I just really like looking at it. I don't think that should be my answer to the question. Well, what I've been wanting to read is the Ultimate Path Private High reboot, along with Goku Otokojuku. Those are the two I've been wanting to read. Let's see, translations of other series I haven't finished. I know there's an answer here somewhere, but I just can't remember. I remember Karate Apocalypse is one answer, one potential answer to that, because I am curious, like how much more does it go into the Fist of North Star territory when it comes to that art. I want to see the Shonen arc of Tarchan. Oh yeah, there's more stuff, but the anime does cover a lot of good stuff. What I would want is Tarchan to get a proper sub translation, because the anime subs are freaking terrible. Like one of the worst subs in anime fan subbing ever. It's on par with Duang, but it's not comical. Oh, that missed? Really? Yeah, that was pretty good. I want to see the, or that's the same thing. I'll just say that even the weakest computers can run PS1 games. Why is this laptop doing this shit again? God damn it, I need to like have a video playing on the background. Because I swear this thing's shutting off on me when I don't want it to. Going to sleep. Fucking shit. Because whenever I turn on the screen, it tells me that I could play Xbox, but I'm like, oh, wait, what do you mean? Hold on, let me open like a random video on my laptop and just let it play. Just so I could stop going to sleep. Let's see here, where's the, I know I have it somewhere. I'm looking for the live action North Star movie. There it is, because I have it listed as 1995, and then the title. That way I could just keep playing. Fucking shit. Let me refresh. Is it talking about PC ports of Xbox games? Maybe. And I just don't pay attention to it. But I already like exit out of that, so I don't know for sure. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that. Because the things that I've been reading, there's been like a lot of fight scenes, and the struggle has been trying to come up with character depth, but I just don't know if the depth is like coming off as repetitive. Because I have been doing a lot of like tear. Oh shit! Come on, grab it, grab it. A lot of tears and a lot of like friendship moments. So I don't know if it's coming off as. Shit, that I feel. Oh, come on. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to convince that I think that the thing is not letting me. If I leave it on, you know what? Let's experiment. I'm going to put this on pause for a few seconds and let me see if it comes back on. Let's see if that does the trick. And let me look at the. Did you see that Saint Seiya cartoon pilot they found? Yeah, I looked at the opening, but I haven't seen the whole thing. If the whole thing is up. Anything with tears and friendship moments is badass, bro. What you talking? Yeah, I know. It's just that I feel that I'm getting repetitive because I'm actually the stuff that I'm writing is actually very, very vulnerable, very endearing and vulnerable. But it's to the point where I'm kind of worried that this becomes the strongest point of the series. Where just like Is that the show where the fit manly girls are always crying and talking about friendship? Yeah. Is that the one show where they're fighting all these violent villains and then they just resolve their friend? Well, I don't know. There hasn't been a moment where I fight a bad guy and then they become the friends. No, that hasn't happened. It just becomes a point where the bad guy finally dies in the most brutal shit ever. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Or unless there's something wrong with like the connection to my YouTube account. I guess that could be a possibility. Maybe I should just retitle it as Livestream Troubleshoot. Works for One Piece, man. Speaking of One Piece, I've been watching a lot of One Piece lately because I rewatched the whole CP9 Water 7 segments. Ooh, okay, getcha. And then currently I started One Piece from the beginning. And I'm already in Drum Island with Wapol, so because well, it's on Netflix, so I decided just to rewatch it there, even though they have it in the 16:9 aspect ratio. Yeah, never mind. I'll just keep playing then, because I thought it would just come back if I just got hit right off the bat. Wow, stop hitting me. Jeez, man, like I swear, like these servants like power bombs. Like you cannot. I feel like it's almost luck that you can even break out of their power bombs before they hit you. I want to say Gal's probably the only character that can react in time, because I know for sure Ricardo can like. It's like a miracle if you can break out of it with him. And since he's the slowest character. Ah, I did it backwards. Fucking yeah, I'm convinced this is a game that I need to be listening to the audio because the game is definitely reliant on audio cues. Because I'm thinking of Shredder's Revenge, and none of the foot soldiers actually have any sound effects. It's their weapons that make some noises, but you kind of don't necessarily need to be paying attention to their sounds. Not really. Maybe just for the plunger ones. Because like those with the plunger crossbows, like I don't know, they can get annoying. Because fighting rage, you definitely have to like pay attention to exactly what the enemy of power bombed again. I did the wrong special. I did the wrong command for it. Oh no, he's off screen. Okay, I see a little more questions. I'll get back to it. I'm about to, even though you can't see, I died on that one. I just needed like another hit. Oof, I guess one hit wasn't enough. Jeez. Oh, come on, I didn't connect. Ah. Alright, and he died that time. There, as a miracle broke out of that hold. And now they're both dead. Let's see, One Piece has been my go-to series for over 15 years or so. You're thinking about making a spin-off for one of the characters? We can't see you, but we can feel you, bro. Oh yeah, because Fighting Rage is I don't know why the game wasn't called Frustration and Rage, because it is like absurdly hard. Like no beat 'em up. It's just fucking hard. I heard people say Final Vendetta was hard. I haven't played that one because it's very Streets of Rage Final Fight in terms of visuals. Like, God, I am not paying attention to this. Anyways, um, yeah, when it comes to One Piece, like it's been, I don't know, like I've been on and off about whether it's a favorite of mine. It's like it stays with me. That's for sure. It stayed with me more than Naruto and Bleach for certain. Like that's like a guarantee. I mean, there's definitely a lot of things I like from it. I think just the time skip stuff, I just like really lost interest. Yeah, I mean, even my hands are getting tired because I can't parry the bullets. Because for when it comes to parrying bullets, you gotta be absurdly fast, and that's one of the only attacks I can actually parry with consistency. Because there's like so many bullets going at you. It's easier for me to parry that rather than a single attack for me, which is a little odd. Because usually it's the other way around for people, and I couldn't react to that one at all. Oh, I wasn't being hit. Yeah, so anyway, when it comes to One Piece, I was first introduced to. Actually, the first time I heard of it, it was before it even got officially released in the States. It was through like an anime magazine, and they were talking that One Piece was barely getting an anime. And there was like screenshots of like the first episode. So yeah, that was a big deal. And then I think the next time I heard about it was through the Yu-Gi-Oh VHS tapes because they mentioned Shonen Jump back when the US had the Shonen Jump like monthly subscriptions. Back when those were a thing, and this was like 2000s. Because there was a commercial for the Yu-Gi-Oh VHS tapes for it. And when they mentioned One Piece, they actually called Luffy the wrong name, but I'm guessing this was like just an early translation problem because they were saying like, "Will Luffy ever find the One Piece?" Oh, I forgot I can do that. Jesus. And then years later, that's when 4Kids got it. Then I started watching One Piece that way. Although years later, like Ultra Muscle would be the thing I would watch. Oh man, my throat. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so One Piece was the thing that I saw. Jeez, where do I even put this? Even though it was the best portrayal of the series, like I didn't know any better until years later. And then when Funimation grabbed the series, it just sounded like a whole lot better. To move all this. Where was I going with this? Yeah, because when it came to One Piece, that's just something that I've been liking ever since. Even now, as I'm rewatching it, I keep remembering what I appreciate and what I liked about it. There's like a lot of manliness in One Piece. Like there's always like a manly character here or there. And then I was thinking about like the way the story arcs are written, because Water like the whole CP9 segment or Water 7, whatever you want to call that arc, it's like the equivalent of like Namek and Frieza and Ginyu, and like oh, it's all one big arc. Like it's all like an ongoing story. And I was just thinking like how everything is like thought out in order for that story to work. Because first you have with Aokiji showing up. That's the very first thing that triggers it, and then you see the frog trying to like beat that train, and that leads into Frankie, and then Usopp, how he screws up badly, and then almost wants to leave the crew. Then the Going Merry's about to sink. It's like going on his last legs. All of those four things revolve around the story of Water 7. Because you got like Usopp trying to get back to the crew, you got Robin who wants to leave the crew to save their life but ends up wanting to go back to them. Frankie has like unresolved matters with the government that he has to solve because of his past and regrets, and then moving on into letting go of his grief and move on to the future. And then what's the fourth thing? Oh yeah, the Going Merry. Like the way the Going Merry ends up becoming like a sentient friend at the end. So it all goes together. I hate 4Kids One Piece because I hated cartoons that treated kids like idiots. Plus, Toonami and Adult Swim had way better anime dubs. I wonder how One Piece would have done if Toei gave the rights to Funimation first. Who knows? I want to see the rest of the weird series you did, Tamago. Oh, that's right, because they have a bunch of other manga, but I don't think anyone can find them, or at least not in English. Let me stop playing because like I don't know why I'm even bothering on air. Yeah, let me switch that because if the screen shows up back on Gal, what the hell was that? If it shows up on Gal again, it's just going to like might cause some like concern with YouTube guidelines because like she's like really showing a lot of upskirt. I think the screen went blue because I went off the menu and now don't tell me that's how it's going to fix itself. A little minor thing at the beginning of the arc, and later the big payoff is that minor thing how it's actually important. Like in the words of Columbo, these little things like they all get together. Ugh. Let's, let me put it. Yeah, now it's gone again. I don't know. It's like the moment I start playing, it just doesn't want to take it. Let me. Oh man, my throat's starting to hurt. Let me give myself a timer. I guess I'll be on this for like 10 more minutes. I said this before, but the creator of Ashita no Joa is a hybrid romance battle manga that I wish was translated. I think that's the first I heard of. I guess I should just retitle this as Troubleshooting Stream. I have to get rid of the thumbnail. Troubleshooting. I hope it doesn't take shooting as a literal thing, so let me just put it next to troubleshoot stream, bet live stream troubleshoot. I'll just leave it as that. Can't get rid of the thumbnail, like not yet. Let me go down. Like Luffy only wears black pants and he's already dripping. All we have of that series is a pachinko machine. Meanwhile, the Fist of North Star movie I have open, the scene that's playing is when Kenshiro does the atata and the guy's head's about to explode off screen. And he's got the bumps, and then yeah, Kenshiro just leaves. Oh, this movie. Oh, oh, he hasn't exploded yet. Okay, now he's dead. Oh yeah, Shin. I forgot what he looked like in this film. Oh, Fist of North Star, 1995. What a treat. Like this is like I don't know. Maybe I should have done a commentary of this movie for a live stream instead. Because I'm thinking like the one really muscular guy in the film, and he's like killed off. Sorry, no, I haven't played any Bomberman. I don't play much games. Like it's only recently that I started playing some stuff. I also found the Fist and Star parody manga where the hero fights with the Famicom. That's new. But yeah, when it comes to One Piece, it's I want to say maybe in the top 20s or top 30s for like a list of top 50 favorites for me. But I know there's other people that would put it in like as a number 1 or in the top 5, top 10 material. But yeah, it's definitely a series that's been with me for like a long time, and it stayed. Is that when it came to the New World stuff, that's when I started to lose interest because I feel the chemistry isn't there as it was in the beginning. Oy. Played any, but no, let me check if there's any questions that I overlooked. Because I think I covered all of them, or not most. I think something just popped up. For me, One Piece and both Fullmetal Alchemist are up there with Izaki's best. Actually, because when it came to top 10 for me, it was like let's see, there was Fist of the North Star, Gotcha Man, Lupin the Third, Asta no Joe, Blackjack OVA, Kashan, Devilman, Kiniku Man. That's 8. Sakigake Otokojuku is 9. Well, I don't know if this is the exact order, but these are the ones I can think of on top of my head. And for number 10, maybe Kongo Bancho. I don't know. It's maybe not Kongo Bancho. It's probably something else. Like to be like within the top 10, because I know I have Gungrave as a top 10, but that might drop. Let's say that's 10. Let's just keep going from there. 11, Kongo Bancho. There's Cobra, Gogo 13, Thoriko. There's a Cutie Honey, Mazinger Z. I'm on 17 right now. I'm trying to recall it. Oh yeah, there was Garo, the first Garo anime. I really like that one, but I don't remember what happened in it anymore. I just recall that I really liked the character, and then the storyline that they had with that. It was kind of like Joe in a little bit, where stuff happens and then he grieves and he's like doesn't want to do anything. Berserk is there. Yeah, I forgot about that. So that's 18 I could think of at the top of my head. I mentioned Kitty Honey already. I mentioned Cobra, Dirty Pair, Slayers. That's 20. 21, One Piece. 22, Baki. Cromartie High School, 23. Let's see, that's 23 anime that I really like. Dragon Ball's got to be in there somewhere because it's like obligatory. Although I don't like Super that much at all. So that's 24. Then I'm debating about Yu Hakusho or something. Oh, I like Hakusho more. And then there's Trigun. So that's Fullmetal Alchemist. Just count them all as one. So that's 27 up to that point. No, I haven't seen Salaryman Kintaro. I'm putting Violence Jack. I'm putting the manga and the OVAs because I'm like that. So that's 28. Is there anything else that I really like that I'm forgetting about? Because I'm thinking of shows, but I'm not sure how much I really like them. My head was just thinking of Black Lagoon, but like I don't know if it's a favorite. Hellsing Ultimate, I'm not sure either. The writer for the first Gato anime is a Kamen Rider regular, so you may have noticed some similarities. Trying to see what else is there. I already mentioned Kaneko Man. Treasure Island, maybe, because of the Treasure Island adaptations that I've seen. That one's definitely the best one for me, especially with that version of John Silver. Evil Town FMA 2003, still surreal, it's the same guy. But in a way, it also makes sense why it's the same guy. I think I'm 28 at the moment. I need to count again to see like what other shows I could think of. Jeez, what other anime is there? Oh, I forgot about JoJo. I forgot about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's 29 now. Treasure Island has some really cool stylistic choices. Yeah, also with the visuals too. And Dazaki is, Dazaki. Whenever he's involved in something, it tends to look amazing. There's the Rose of Versailles too, but I'm not sure how big of a favorite it is. But I'm gonna put it in there anyways. It's number 30. Probably Princess Tutu for 31 because that's like one of the earliest girly shows I've seen. But it's a really good story. It's pretty like mellow. Well, I don't know, if mellow's the right word. Maybe like overly dramatic, melodramatic. That's probably the word I'm looking for. I think that's 31 animes that I like out of the hundreds that I've seen. Um, I think is there anything else? Just going by pure memory. I know there's Hunter x Hunter, but it's not really a favorite for me. Neither is Rurouni Kenshin. Maybe Zatch Bell if I read the manga again, because it's been a while. I only read the manga one time, and things got crazy in that final arc. Is the comic you're making the only comic you're thinking about right now? No. I have different ones that I want to do because the idea was having like a shared planet. Well, people would say shared universe, but it's more smaller in scale for me. It's more like a shared planet. Hakuge Densetsu? Oh, you mean the Legend of Moby Dick? I don't like it that much. Although there are some interesting stuff about it. I would put Treasure Island above that. Like for certain. I think I mentioned all the manly. Oh yeah, there's Rikio. Rikio, and I don't know if Fist of the Blue Sky counts as a separate thing because of North Star, but because the tone is different. I don't know. I guess maybe Blue Sky counts as a separate thing. I do like Cyber Blue, so I think that's 34 or 35. I lost track. There's Super Doctor K. I need to go back to that because I haven't. It's been years since I read that. Yeah, it's already been past 10 minutes. Let me give myself a timer for 8 minutes. I like the main dude. It looks like a 2000s version of Captain Long Silver. Oh yeah, like Captain Ahab. Like Ahab is a manly design, and it definitely does look more like an older John Silver. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that's the most I can think of, like 35-ish. Hmm. Let's see. I know there was something I was gonna take this, and now I forgot what it was. Tarchan, that's another one. So that's 36. I just really wish that thing had better subs because I was trying to think of the manly stuff. Because there's also City Hunter and Captain Harlock, but Harlock I only seen like a little of. I've only seen like Endless Odyssey, Arcade of My Youth, a few of the original anime, Harlock Saga. Well, there wasn't much of anything. Oh yeah, so there's Silverfang and Saint Seiya, so I guess I could put that in. So that's like 38-ish. I already lost track of the numbers again. Because Silverfang I watched this year for the first time. The screen is back on for whatever reason. It's not gonna last forever, I know it. Gonna leave it on F no. Close to favorites like Fist of the North Star no Tokujuku, Kinniku Man, Lupin, Devilman, like those five are definitely up there along because more than anything, I guess JoJo is like number 6 underneath that because since they have like so much content. Because with North Star, you get Blue Sky and you get all the guidance, and even if you stick with the main story, it's like a really good main story. And Otoko Juku has like so much like spin-offs and with Akatsuki and Goku. Yeah, it's gone again. With Akatsuki and Goku, and then with the what's the thing I was gonna say? Because even the other works of Miyashita correlates with Otokojuku, like the Sorayori Takaku. That's an example. And going to guy like Devilman, his Devilman manga left such an impact on me. Like I just want like that's what made me like going to guy in the first place. But then I found out that he can be very lowbrow and not so serious all the time. And with Lupin, there's just so much Lupin. Like you can never get enough Lupin in the third. Like even now we got Lupin Zero, which I haven't watched yet. And then Kaneko Man is just like absurdly fun. I just really like its combination of like goofy antics with like very violent material, and then the friendship power, and then how everything just correlates well. It shouldn't work, but it does. The Dreamtime Tournament was definitely like I would say that was the best arc of Kinnikuman, and then Scramble for the Throne might have been the next one, but then things get convoluted with the Muscle Prophecy, which made it like, ugh, why do we need this? Stop contradicting yourself. But I will say that Scramble for the Throne has the best fights of the entire beginning Kinnikuman series, and then things change with Ultimate Muscle, and then the 2011 Kinnikuman. But yeah, I think those five would be in the top one for me. But I know like Gatchaman and Kashan are like my favorites of Tatsunoko. Like Tekka Man was pretty close, but just the story never really finished. And JoJo, well, obviously there's like different protagonists, like in every part, different things. Like it spices it up all the time. I just don't like that its reputation is like overshining Fist of the North Stars. That bothers me a lot. And I need to get back to finishing that influence video. I love that Kinnikuman's Man's origin is canon. What does he have like a connection to the Ultraman people now? But yeah, I understand what you mean. That Kinnikuman Man just like was mistaken for a pig and dumped into outer space, and he just lands on Earth, and that's his origin story. Really cool. He's still my favorite anime comedy. Almost 2 decades later. I was never really into that. Even when it first aired on Adult Swim, it was just like it's not for me. But like the show's for different people. Because like that's definitely one of Falcon's favorites, but not mine. Like Cowboy Bebop's another anime that just came to my head, but I don't know if it's like a big favorite of mine either. But I do like it. But that's sort of in the same vein as Hellsing Ultimate and Black Lagoon. Well, not in tone, obviously, but in that area where I like it, but I don't know if I love it. Same thing goes for like I need to rewatch Speed Grapher. That's one that I used to like. Same thing goes for like Kankutsuo, Samurai 7, Baccano, Darken and Black, all those 2000s animes. Or Heat Guy J. I don't remember if that was actually really good or not. I do recall liking J. Tiger Mask is an anime that I wish I could watch, but I can't. Oh yeah, another thing that I finished early this year was Karate Master or Karate Bakaichidai. I never got to put that in the list. So maybe now we're at 40. Because the World War II, the post World War II stuff is like very dramatically driven, and one of the most tense moments I felt in an anime because I really thought those characters were gonna die, but then afterwards it just becomes a martial arts of the week format. I always had a wild sense of humor as a kid, so Fully Cooley felt like it was made for me. Yeah, the comedic shows that I like was like The Mask. When it comes to that kind of like zaniness. And like I saw a few episodes of The Tick recently because I didn't really catch much of it as a kid. And the moment I saw like Bipolar Man, there's like I lost myself. That and Powerpuff Girls has like that same type of humor too, and sometimes. I'll give myself 5 more minutes to keep the stream going, even though like it's been like like a pretty bad one. Well, bad visually, but I guess entertaining enough, I guess. But other favorite things that I like that are not anime would be Ninja Turtles. That's been with me forever, ever since the childhood. Same thing goes for RoboCop and Batman. And it sucks that we lost Kevin Conroy. We also lost I forgot the name of the singer, but the guy but the great musician, the great vocalist that we lost like last week, that does the Mazinger Z theme and a bunch of other anime openings. I can't remember his name from the top of my head, and I feel bad for that. But I know that we lost Kevin Conroy, then we lost Jason David Frank, and like it's worse with with Jason David Frank because of the way he went out. So I was like, and to think like about like there was an opportunity where I could have met him, and I didn't do it, and I felt like I should have. The Green Ranger kinda. But Ninja Turtles has been with me since the first three movies, and then I just been watching like every show like since the 2000s. Because even now, like I didn't like Rise at first, but now I like it more. I do feel there was definitely like some obvious like flaws to it that it should have been improved upon, but there's definitely an audience for Rise, and I just feel kind of bad that they're not getting like more stuff. I'll leave on this note. Garo season 2 is really boring, even though Sho Aikawa wrote it. I don't think he knew what to do with the story. You mean the second Garo anime, or like an actual season 2 of the Tokusatsu? Because the Garo dive scene was the anime. The favorite turtle is Leonardo. Although in Rise, my favorite turtle is Donatello in that version, and everything else has been Leonardo. I guess except for Next Mutation, because that one I didn't. Next Mutation is just. Oh boy, yeah, that show just no. But Leonardo's my favorite turtle, and that's for sure. Mainly because of the composure, the maturity, and then the responsibilities, and then like in 2003, Leonardo's my favorite version because that's the one that fully explores the character as as his role as the next in line after Splinter passes on. His role as a leader. And then they show him in his ups and downs, like him grieving, him like it's a perfect journey. You see him with temptations, you see him with anger, you see him with grief, you see him with regrets, you see him broody, and you see him like learn to overcome his like uh to get over his own troubles, and he learned to forgive himself. That was like his story arc by the end of the series. I mean, the anime, he hasn't written an anime since. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I can get this live stream like troubleshooting figured out like the next time. I mean, that and Eureka 7 doesn't really have a good impression on people for Aikawa. Hmm. I want to see the next beat 'em up to have Ronin Mikey go on a journey to get his brother's weapons back. Oh, that'd be interesting. I guess it's just that I don't know. I don't really. I know the last Ronin was a big deal, but at the same time, I wasn't too interested in it. I do appreciate that Michelangelo was taken seriously because a lot of the times they just write him like a freaking idiot or like a comic relief character, and that always kind of bothered me. But my interest in the last Ronin was all the flashback sequences with Michael, but once it went to whenever it went to the current storyline, I just wasn't interested. I just didn't like really care about Shredder's son or any of that. I haven't seen enough of the comic to comment real sadly. Ah, okay. Though he did do Concierto Revolution between them pretty good from what I've seen. Concrete Revolution, I guess. Well, Last Ronin does have like its moments. It's just that I actually was kind of hoping that the mystery of who the turtle was like a bigger reveal, but it wasn't. It was almost like instant. It was by the end of the first issue, you already find out that oh, that's the turtle. I thought we were gonna learn about this later, or keep it as a secret longer, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen. Well, last call, I guess, because otherwise I'm gonna have to like end the stream already. Favorite children can't be Kanika Man. Oh, okay. Well, because there's also Terry Man, but if you want like the more wacky design, that's like Terry Man's not the guy for that. In terms of coolness, Warsman and Robin Mask have that look. Like they're just absurdly cool. Um, but I'm trying to think of a crazy children design. Because in terms of other favorites, there's stuff like Neptune Man, Buffalo Man, Ramen Man, Ashura Man, Akama Shogun. Yeah, I've seen Excel Saga, but it's been like a decade from Excel Saga, so I don't recall it being very funny. Or maybe I'll laugh more this time around. I don't know. But the only reason I knew about Excel Saga was because of the Fist of North Star reference. Oh shit! No, I haven't seen Edo Rocket. Mine's Sneagator. Ah, yeah, because I'm trying to think of a good crazy children that it's like I love them the moment I saw him. Well, I mean, there's stuff like T Pac Man and Urinal Man, which sold me as part of Kinnikuman's Man's world. I'm like, oh, now I get what he's doing. Now I get him because when Warsman killed T Pac Man, yeah, that was history in the making. It's like the most epic fight ever. um, let's see, because there's Astro Man because of the arms and the crazy stuff. Maybe Planet Man. Maybe Planet Man. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's another like what is like the craziest Kinnikuman Man design that I like. Because I know in Ultimate Muscle there's Wash Ass, which is or Hollywood Bowl, which is just like a freaking toilet, or the Skyscraper Children. Barrier Freeman is like the weirdest children design ever. I don't know who came up with that. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, Barrier Freeman is just freaking weird. Like an Ultimate Muscle, just I don't understand the logic in like who submitted that design. It's just like what is this? What is this? Buffalo Man is up there too. What is it like a weird children design that I like? Because there was also that traffic light sign guy from Ultimate Muscle. Like I can't remember his name. I like how creepy it was in part of the fight. Are you gonna make a video about the Miyu OVA, or is that off the table? I was gonna do that for Halloween because I even got a friend to like give me like a good quality rip of the episodes. So I really liked what I saw. No, I think I should at one point. It's just that I probably should do like a full thing where I talk about the OVA and the series, or maybe I could find. I don't know if there's a manga for it either. Because it's been difficult for me to like get back into the swing of like anime video things. Because I've been trying to write some broader stuff, and I also realized that I should talk about some of my favorites first, like dedicate my time on those, and then start working into other things. So I don't know, and I don't think anything's ever off the table. It's just more like when will I get to that part of the table when I can't even get to talk about my favorites yet either. Well, I think that's it for tonight. So apologies for the quality of the stream. Hopefully next time it will be better. Good night, everybody.